And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Fighting his way through contact. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
A name Viking fans know well. It's the brother of Dalvin, James Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll try the middle with Cook, and this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Alert, alert, alert.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Cook up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Cook again. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Allen. Dancing to his left. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Coleman, the man in motion left. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Shakir hauls it in. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing now is Allen. Completes to Shakir once again. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. coming right. This is Cook on the toss play. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Back to throw, Darnold. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Allen. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Allen going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Darnold now to throw. Open man is Jalen Naylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. To throw is Darnold. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Darnold. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
56. What's up?
Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. So his strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Bass on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's down the field for Jefferson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. A give. This is Cook. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To the air, Allen. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Brandon Powell deep for Minnesota. Taking it about the 36. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. On play action, Allen. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Allen now looks to throw. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And with
a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
So his big first half continues, his 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. The extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
To throw, it's Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Jones again, and he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. This is caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Has his man, it's Shakir. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Yeah, they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Allen. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And that is incomplete here.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The kick by Bass is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Darnold. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. That's down the field for Jefferson. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss there, now 3rd and 14.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here? And what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Darnold. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Here we go, 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. They start the drive with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. To throw is Allen. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
I need it. Catch. Okay, it's me and my